How you doing over there? Hey, well, happy Monday. I don't really know what I'm gonna do today, so I've got a couple of things. I was sitting here thinking about, well, I wonder what I can do for Monday. Here it is, Sunday, and because I really don't have that exciting of a life. You know what I mean? But you keep seem to tuning in. Does that mean that your life is as boring as mine? Well, it might be, because you don't want to watch the news anymore. All you do is get frustrated and depressed. So you got to find something else to do. So honestly, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I took a few things. Janet and I did a few things in the last couple of weeks. So and a couple of things that we're proud of. So maybe I'll show those things. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So let's get into it and see. Well, Janet and I decided to take a trip to Montgomery, up to the Capitol, and we decided to go in the Capitol. But as I was looking at these columns, I happened to look down, and in between my feet there was exactly where Jefferson Davis, the first president of the Confederacy, and the only president of the Confederacy, stood and took his oath of office. I thought that was pretty cool. And right there behind it are the original the doors. So anyway, we went through there, and it says Audimus Juris Nostra Defender, which I have no idea what that means, nor with my southern accent if I even came close to saying that right. But anyway, that room that you just saw is where Jefferson Davis's body lay in state in 1893 after he died. But anyway, and then I think he went down to what does it say, New Orleans and Louisiana. I think this was made by a craftsman in Alabama of the first Capitol. If you know the Capitols, it was St. Stephen's, and then it was Huntsville, then it was Cahaba, and it's where it is right now at Montgomery. And Selma was thought about, but it flooded just like Cahaba, so they decided not to do that. So anyway, the reason we went down there is for a visual arts exhibit. And the visual arts exhibit was for the state of, it was the Alabama State Superintendent's Visual Art Exhibit. My granddaughter was one out of 4 students in the entire Mobile County elementary school system to be able to exhibit her drawing. So that was Alina, and we were very, very proud of her. And these are some pictures of some other kids that were also picked to exhibit their art. I liked the guitar. I thought that was kind of cool. Mushrooms. I love that. The Sally. This was the souvenir room, and you could go in there, and there was a lot of things that were made that came from Alabama, which was kind of cool. But this is a picture of Alina, and she's the one that did the drawing. And this is a picture of Amira, and she's very talented as well. She's on the track team, and this is my daughter. Shelly is in the middle, and Alina and Amira. So I thought that was cool. Look at there, huh? Let's turn in here. Here's a nice place. That's that aqua chill everybody's been talking about. Let's see how much it is. $1.25 for 10 pounds? Wow.
Step 1.
There you go.
Where step 2 is. Step 4 is in the transaction.
All right.
Step 2 is going to be get the bag.
There you go.
Okay. 3 is going to be yeah. Okay. So far, so good.
And it's going to be a lot of ice too. I did it the other day. I'm going, holy moly.
I'm taking it so over there. And then I press.
There you go.
Do you have to hold it to let it go.
You do, you hold it.
Okay. Wow. That is a lot of
That's a lot of ice.
ice. So you can't say you don't get your money for it.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll
Good
see.
luck to your friends.
Well, thank you much. If you want to know how good this ice is, you better come on. They're standing in line. Remember, Aqua Chill. So the next thing that I was going to do was to work on my Jeep. So, not a big problem with the Jeep. The alternator was putting out, 12 point whatever volts. So it was doing okay. It wasn't a real problem. Actually, it's putting out even close to 14. But it had a chatter, and you mechanics out there know what that is. It's a dry bearing. So when I turned the motor on, you could hear that louder than what the motor was, seemingly. So I got on eBay and I ordered another one, and it came in. And then a whole bunch of other stuff went on. So I just hadn't had a chance to work on it. So I let maybe 3 or 4 weeks go by. So I said, you know what, today's a good day. It's about a 30-minute to an hour job. I got this. Okay. So you'll see in the in the video that the first thing that happened was, it's Wilson luck. I mean, it's nothing. Anyway. Yeah, that's flies you're listening to. Horse flies. Yep, and there's my little bracket that has broken off. Always something. Little simple job like replacing an alternator. Now I gotta get back on eBay and see what I can find about getting a bottom pot aluminum bracket to hold my alternator on. Isn't that fun? I don't know how that bracket broke. I have no idea. But it was pot aluminum. So anyway, I ended up ordering another one. So which means I have not put on the other alternator yet, which was used, by the way. Guaranteed to be good. And so I spent another couple of hours actually, because you have to take the belts off and you have to do all this kind of stuff. So anyway, so I did all that and got everything like it was supposed to be, and I mounted the other mount on. It's got a detentioner, and I'm not gonna go through all that stuff. But anyway, I got it all right. Yeah, when you do a simple job, you have to get just about every tool that you own to do it. And then, you break one or two, and then stuff doesn't go right. And I needed a pry bar, and I bought this pry bar right here. And guess what I ended up using? 3/4 inch pipe. It worked better than that thing. So now I gotta tighten up my power steering again. Get it back. Anyway, that went pretty good. Everything was perfect. Went in there and turned it on. It was louder than the other one. Yeah, so I go back and I get on eBay. And the good thing about eBay, you can give reviews. And if you don't want a bad review, you work with the folks. And thank goodness, I told him, I said, look, is there any, I said, I went through all the trouble, got the time and the money. I really, if I send this back, I could have bought a new one. With all the money that's transpired between this used one and all the shipping that I've paid, and if I ship it back to you, I could just buy me a new one. So if is there anything you can do to help me out? And the guy says, sure. Sometimes they've been sitting on the shelf for so long that the bearings dry out and this, that, and the other. So he said, don't worry about sending it back. I'll just give you money back, no problem. So there are good people on eBay, and I appreciated that. Now, and and I still haven't done it yet. I'm just going to get a new one. I don't want to go through all that trouble again because it is a pain to take that thing off. It is a pain. So, anyway, there I am. Oh yeah, and last week we went to Alabaster's City Fest, with big high school over in Alabaster. They even a lot of parking, and they even had a shuttle bus. It was really nice. If you missed it, I'm sorry. That was last week. Well, that's all I got for this week. Y'all come on back. You know what? I've got like 245, I think, people that are watching this. That's awesome. Thank you. Wow, you can't find anything to watch, can you? But hey, I appreciate it. I sure do. Make sure you like and subscribe. That way, I get out there a little bit more. We get some more folks in here that's having a good time like us. You know what I'm saying? You know. Y'all be sweet. You always are, I know. You're as sweet as me. Oh, Lord. I hope you're a lot sweeter than me.